Initial
これは
inspection
めっ
is
ちゃいい
effective
と
for
思う。
3 years, and renewal inspections are required every 2 years. The inspection costs about $960 each
高いけ
time
どこ
for
れ
a
はめっちゃい
standard
いです。
car.
for
The
safety
fee is
reasons.
always the same, no matter.
こんにちは皆さん、テリチャンネルのテリです。いつも動画を見てくれてありがとう。今日は外国人が日本へ来るべきではない理由のビデオを見ていきます。私も日本でいたことあるので、いくつかわかると思います。ではどんなビデオですか？見ていきましょう。はい、皆さん、1、2、3、
Alright,
OK。
let's get started. Homes are small and expensive. Well, it's
これはめっ
kind
ち
of
ゃ
true
わか
that
る。
homes in Japan are a little bit small, especially when compared to Western homes. But
特
it's
に
important to
東京です
understand
ね。
that
こんな
in
感じ。
densely populated cities like Tokyo, space is limited, and
め
the
っちゃく
limiting
ちゃですね。
factor
本当
would
に
be
わかる。
rent. And for some foreigners, that's just too much to be paying for that size of apartment. Number
私
two,
もちょっとそ
clothing
んな
size
感
is
じだっ
too
た。
small. Obviously, many Japanese clothing stores market to Japanese people who are on average relatively smaller in stature when compared to foreigners. So when
そうです。
larger foreigners try to find larger sizes in Japan, it's usually unavailable. Interestingly, it's easier to find helmet sizes. In fact, I got this one last year. I was pleasantly surprised that Japanese helmets are sized larger than what I was used to in the US. For
そっか。
example, in Japan, a small size helmet is equivalent to a US large size. Go figure. Anyway,
なんで
if
だ
you're
ろ
a
うこれ。
larger size foreigner, then be prepared. Japanese forms are not foreigner friendly. So when some foreigners
そう
finally
かな。
start
ちょっと
filling
だ
out
けです
bank
ね。こ
forms
れ
or
そ
any
うで
other
もない。
forms in
でも
general, then they
ちょっとだ
soon
け。
find out that some of the forms don't have enough boxes to fill out their name, especially if they have a longer name, and even worse, if they have a middle name. See, Japanese don't have middle names, and they're usually only a few characters long. So when Japanese created their forms, they never anticipated providing enough space for foreigners, which creates a lot of problems down the line, especially when foreigners are
日
trying
本
to
人の
make
名前はいつ
transactions.
も
Real
結構
headache for
短いで
some
すね。
foreigners, and it lasts their entire stay here in Japan. Small food portions. So portions served in Japan are generally smaller because Japanese tend to eat
そうでもないと
smaller
思う。
meals. This
私
is
は例え
one
ば
part
ラ
of
ーメンの食
Japan
べ
that
るとき
some
は結構大
foreigners
きか
can't
っ
get
た。
used to when living here, and each meal becomes a cause for complaint. But look on the bright side, Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates in the world at only 4.3% compared to say the US at 36.2%. All I can say is that if you're really in a need for some more food, just order another plate.
そうですね。
Mandatory car inspections. So many foreigners that end up living outside of the city in Japan are gonna end up getting a car, and when they do, they're gonna need to get shaken, which is a mandatory vehicle inspection conducted to confirm whether a car meets Japanese safety standards. The initial
これは
inspection
めっ
is
ちゃいい
effective
と
for
思う。
3 years, and renewal inspections are required every 2 years. The inspection costs about $960 each
高いけ
time
どこ
for
れ
a
はめっちゃい
standard
いです。
car.
for
The
safety
fee is
reasons.
always the same no matter the value of the car. And even if the car is perfectly maintained by the owner, the inspection is still required. Social
そうですね。
conformity. Well, surprise, surprise, many Japanese don't want to stick out from the group. So there's a heavy social pressure to be part of the group, which is very difficult for some foreigners to accept. Take work, for example. Many Japanese offices will ask their employees to drink after work with a team.
そうで
Most
す
will
ね。
attend despite not wanting to in order to avoid being an outsider. Some foreigners argue that you lose your individuality in this case. But at the same time, this type of conformity has shown some advantages as most people in Japan this year have been compliant with wearing masks. That said, foreigners who have trouble working with a group, or the ones who don't notice how important it is to conform to the group, may have trouble living in Japan. And overall, when you're living in Japan, you're just going to need to accept how Japan does things, even though it's different from your country. And if it's going to be difficult for you to do that, then you probably shouldn't move to Japan.
そうですね。わかりました。この人はちょっとネガティブみたいな話がしますね。けど、私にとってはここから何も問題ないです。ちょっと最初のものは、狭いの家が日本でいっぱいありますが、これはわかる。そして私も結構大変な時が持ってきた when I was living in Japan because 私の家が as you see from my room tour のビデオはすごく狭いと小さかったけど、場所がめちゃくちゃ ゃ良かった。because as I said in that video also メトロのめちゃくちゃ近いだっただから it was very easy for me to access every kind of places from there. Second thing what he said as I remember was about sizes of the clothes. 日本はこれはしてた。that 日本のサイズの人たちがユーロピアンのサイズとアメリカと他の国のサイズで結構小さいがありますね。でも私にとってはこれは一番良かった。なぜならジョージアの普通の女の子のサイズは S でも私にとってはめちゃくちゃ大きいです。だからここでめちゃくちゃ大変です。私にとって to find clothes which will suit me, you know. でも日本に行った時はそんな問題は全然なかったです。because I bought pretty many clothes there and I was very satisfied that it suited me very well. 小さかっただから。名前でも多分フォリグナーにとっては結構難しいになるけど、私の名前はそんなに長くないです。例えば、そして日本の人たちの名前と相性です。I will not have this kind of problems while filling up applications. そんなものは前も聞いたことあった。That Japanese people likes to make everything pretty much short, you know. Even names, if it's long, they are still finding ways to call these people more shorter names, you know. だからこれも私にとっては結構いいです。そして食べ物でも皆さん、私は食べるは結構好きですけど、そんないっぱい食べ物の食べるもできないです。例えばジョージアのレストランにいた時はそんな状況がいっぱいありました。例えばなんか1個ディッシュがオーダーしたけどすごくでかくて全部は食べれませんでした。でも日本では It's very good that it comes with the small portions because I think that this kind of small portions are pretty much enough for your stomach to be full because if you are eating so much とあなたのお腹が 100% フルになるか、これはめちゃくちゃ体にもすごく悪いです。でも I still can't accept this thing、what he said because 結構いっぱいな大きなミールもめちゃあった。例えばラーメンが私がいつもなんか最後まではちょっと食べるは難しかった日本ですごくでかいです。そして肉もある、卵もある、ヌードルもあるとなんか it makes you full、pretty fast。そして皆さん、mandatory car inspections のものがめちゃくちゃ大好きです、日本で。because ちょっと高いですけど、for your safety この方がもっといいと思う。because sometimes when you have car, you might could not notice that something is happening inside and it might give you very big danger during riding the car. けど、メンテナンスの時は every 2 or 3 years when you are checking 全部 100% 大丈夫になると思う。そして I'm pretty sure with this way also when you are buying a car you can have it for very long time without breaking it, you know. これはジョージアと比べたらすごく違うです。例えば I don't have exactly information that、how long does it takes to maintenance your car in Georgia or even if they are doing も知らないです。でも例えば私はタクシーの使う時も when I'm calling so many times it happened to me that very bad quality cars are coming, you know, and、it's very dangerous to ride it. そして例えば1回でこんなタイプの状況もあった。私は病院で行きました。そして帰る時はなんかタクシーのアプリが使いました。そしてすごく古いな車が来ました。And I don't know what kind of problem this car had けど家までは before I came like 6-7 times car stopped because like engine was not working とかこんな感じで、そして I could not hold it to use this car until home だからハーフのロードでやめたとあそこから家まで歩いていました。そしてジョージアにはこれで本当にめちゃくちゃ危ないです。そして because of these problems also many car accidents are happening here。そして this、guy also said that Japanese doesn't like so much foreigners ですね。I had very few times、this kind of situations でも this kind of thing never gave me problem in Japan, you know. Sometimes when I was using metro とこんな感じは there was like、this kind of stairs けど they never told me anything rudely or making me feel bad そんな時 you know。 そして many new people I met in Japan also だからなんかみんな私にとってすごく優しかった。だからこれはちょっとわからないな。It depends on people's experience I guess。 でも今は確かに I think、Japanese it's not like they don't like foreigners, it's just they are a little bit scared because COVID の時でみんなすごく怖いです日本で。だから新しい人があそこで きたら they are thinking about infection will be like spread again だからこれでちょっと怖いです。でも他のものでは本当に知らないです。大丈夫だと思います。そして when he mentioned also that 日本ではオフィスの働いている時の後はみんななんか一緒に飲むためにどっかで行きますが、私はこのものも結構大好きです。because this is very good way to have a good relationship with your teammates and with your boss as well, you know? そんなものは私がいつも欲しかったです。because I watched so much なんか日本のドラマとか韓国のドラマ、そしてあそこはいっぱいこんなタイプの状況が出てきました。だからなんか私にとってはこんなタイプのものを結構 It's very heartwarming はい、皆さん今日のビデオはここまでです。最後まで見てくれてありがとう。次のビデオでお会いしましょう。またねー。